the chat right here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's adorable.
You gotta put the chat. Whoa.
Now we wait.
Yeah. Now we wait, and then we see if it comes in, and if not, well, we're
So we
screwed.
just turn it off.
Come on.
I'm nervous, Mom.
I know.
I'm gonna comment and see if it shows up.
Susan.
Hi.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, Susan. Let me
Okay.
get this off.
Okay.
Hi, Susan. Hi, Morgan.
Oh, hi. How are y'all? Oh my gosh, this is so weird.
I'm gonna wait just a few minutes to see if anybody comes in. How are you guys doing tonight?
Is that our Morgan or different Morgan?
And then I'll introduce you to my daughter.
Thank you. This is weird.
She's really nervous, you guys.
I'm gonna start crying. Okay.
No, you're not.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. She's about to die here. She's really nervous. You're good. You guys, this is like my third live, and I'm still like really nervous.
Oh my Lord. Okay. How long are we gonna wait?
I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes.
I'll try not to be. I can't help it. You'd think I wouldn't be nervous because I was in like drama club and everything, but like I don't know. This is really different. Oh gosh, I can't breathe.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, thank you
very
Kimberly.
much. You're not gonna have a panic attack. I think what she's gonna do is so since she's not used to like hi, we love you. Okay, she's probably gonna tell her story first without reading comments. I have a candy in my mouth. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll start choking. But she was gonna tell her story first and then maybe answer questions afterwards. If that's okay with you guys. Can you guys hear us okay?
Let's hope so. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear. Okay.
And we're clear. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's what she'll do so that she's not going back and forth. And I'm actually probably gonna start crying right now, but I'm gonna leave because I don't like to hear it. I mean, I can't explain it. It brings out too many emotions, and I feel like she will get nervous in front of me talking. So I felt like I should leave and then she can talk, and then I'll come back if that's okay with y'all.
How do you do this? Sure, that's okay.
Hey, Robbie.
Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you. That's my boy right there. This is my daughter, Skylar. She's going to be talking to you guys about her self-harm and her recovery. Like I said, she's really, really nervous. He's really, really nice. Robbie, I think when you were thinking I was from New York, I think you were thinking about Makeup Mobster.
And I'm 19 years old.
He's got his popcorn.
Hi,
Earth Angel. Hey, Morgan. There's my sister.
Oh, there's Morgan. Okay.
Angel.
I'm new. Hi.
She's new
Angel.
too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, you guys, because I'm about to burst out into tears.
East Coast vibe, he says.
East Coast vibe, yeah, straight New Mexican. I'm like on the verge of crying already.
She's gonna make me cry, you guys, and I usually don't cry.
So,
oh God, stop, Mom.
I'm gonna go ahead and go into the other room.
She'll be fine. Oh, stop it.
Okay,
okay, I love you.
Just talk. They're really, really nice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm out, y'all. I can't do it.
No, she's crying.
I
Stop.
Okay, get right in the middle.
Okay. Oh, I don't like this light.
It just got loud. Just
All right. Hi everyone. I'm Jennifer's daughter. I'm 19 years old. I'm currently a student at UNCG. So like I guess like the whole point of this was to talk about like my self-harm and my depression and like a really toxic relationship I was in like about a year ago and like all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Like sorry, I'm really nervous, you guys. um but growing up at around like 8, I knew I was really sad. I didn't really know why. I remember like looking back and like the journals I would write like for school and everything, and I would just like write about how horrible the world was and how like cruel. I used the word cruel when I was like 7 or 8, which I thought was really weird. But I was like saying like how cruel the world was and everything. Growing up, I was in Germany for a long time. Thank you, Morgan. I love you too. But growing up, I was in Germany for a while, and I wasn't the prettiest little girl out there. My teeth were very crooked. I had a big gap. My hair was very mousy. I had glasses. I was just like a little nerd kind of, I guess. And I got bullied a lot for it because of like the way I looked and everything. I had an older sister, or I have an older sister, and like a lot of the guys that I would have crushes on would like my older sister instead of me. I never really had friends that much. In Germany I had a lot, but that kind of changed when I moved to the States. Thank you, Kimberly. But I just like people didn't really like me for like my looks or for my personality. I'm not sure why, but like I got bullied a lot because of my looks. I got called countless things. I got bullied for my weight because I was only about like 95 to 100 pounds. Yeah, people are really mean. But then that's when I really learned about self-harm, because while I was in Germany, one of my friends self-harmed, and I was like, oh, that's like crazy. Like, how could anybody do that? I was like, that's ridiculous. I could never do that. Hi, Dana. But then I moved to North Carolina when I was in 8th grade, and things got a little bit better. I was hanging out with groups of people and everything. I got braces, I got contacts, I started dyeing my hair, and like I kind of just found like a little group and everything. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. um, but it was really hard when I moved here because I lost the one friend that like was really, really close to me. And so like I started kind of venturing out, all that kind of stuff, but like I never really got a connection because everyone that I knew had friends from like elementary school, and like I've never had a friend that long. And so like everyone had their little cliques and I wasn't really like a part of that. But people still kind of bullied me a little bit. I work with young women who self-harm. Yeah, Dana, I figured a lot of people have like self-harmed when like they're younger and everything. And so like I'm going to school for psychology to help people with like depression. I want to work with adolescents as well. But so I moved here. It got really, really rough, and I started to self-harm, and that was one of the darkest times in my life. My legs, I always did my legs because my sleeves were a little bit too much. I started with my sleeves and I was like, I'm scared I'm gonna get caught. And I know a lot about self-harm. Yes, Angel, I stopped about, oh God, I don't even know. I'd have to look at my calendar to see how long it's been. But, you know, the self-harm was like really, really rough. And like, I was a very outgoing person. I smiled all the time. I was laughing with everybody all the time. And like, that's why it was very shocking for like my parents and everything to find out that like I had been doing this, but like I had been doing it for maybe like 3 years. And so like my legs were completely cut up. Like it was really horrible. And like I was dating this guy at the time, and my parents found out because I had gotten grounded, because I don't even remember why, but I had gotten grounded and my dad had took my phone and he was going through my messages and he had seen me talking and he had seen a picture on my phone of my legs. So when I was 14, I got admitted into a, like, I don't want to say a mental hospital because like that sounds really, I don't like how that sounds, but it was a mental hospital, and I stayed there for 2 weeks, and I learned a whole bunch of coping skills and all of that kind of stuff, and it was a crazy time from like beginning to end. I really, yeah, my parents are really amazing. I'm really glad. At the time, I was mad that they had found out, but I'm very glad that they did find out, because if they wouldn't have, I may not have been here today. But I really love my parents. They like have helped me so much, especially like my mom and everything. But I got through all of that. It had been like a really, really bumpy road, and it was really difficult to like get to where I am now. I really hope that like me telling my story can help other people, and like help other people realize that there are different paths than like self-harm and everything. I was in counseling for like 2 years. Coffee chat, we're talking about my journey with depression and self-harm, and just kind of like a venting session. Um thank you, Earth Angel. Thank you, Marianne. And let's see, what did Robbie say? Oh yeah, Robbie. Oh Lord, you will help so many people. Thanks for sharing. Oh yeah, I will definitely get to like the day-to-day advice and everything. But oh Lord, I'm trying to think about where I was. So I was in the mental hospital for 2 weeks. That was a crazy experience. We had a very strict schedule. I mean, they took my shoes away from me because like I wasn't allowed to have shoelaces. I literally, in my room, I just had a bed. The mirror in the bathroom was like fake. It wasn't glass. It was some kind of reflective surface. And like you were allowed to have one book in your journal, and like that was it. And so like it was a very strict schedule: wake up, breakfast, therapy, lunch, group therapy, dinner, and then like sleep and everything. Speaking about, can also help moms know what to look for. Yes, Kat Kinsey. Like I'm really hoping that this can open eyes to a lot of people, because like I said, my mom had like no idea what was going on in my life, and my dad had no idea. Like no one really knew what was going on until everything was like in flames, you know what I mean? But I got therapy for a couple years. I got better. I still had a couple relapses with the self-harm and everything. Just because I thought my coping mechanisms were working, and then like they weren't, so I had to like reevaluate and like really be like, okay, what's going on? But a couple years ago, I was in a relationship, and it ended up being very, very toxic, and I was engaged to him for a little while. Hi Marcy, hi Daisy. um oh Lord. But does it help you to talk about it? Angel, it really does help me to talk about it, because it's something that I feel is very important to like my life, and like it's important as like who I am today, and it made me who I am today. So I feel like it's very important to talk about it. And like I said, I really want to be able to help other people going through similar things, or like help other people be able to like know what's going on. And I feel like awareness is like where it all starts, you know what I mean? Um, but I was in this relationship for about 2 years. I met him when I was like 16, moved very, very fast. I was engaged by the time I was 18. Um, and it was the best time of my life, and then very quickly turned into like the worst time of my life, just because of how negative I realized it had been. And then when he left, I'm telling you guys right now, like I went into like this like horrible cycle for at least like 2 weeks of like I would not get off the couch. I was supposed to be moving out in 2 days when he had broke up with me, and would not get off the couch. My mom was like, "Come on, Skylar, you gotta get like with it and everything," but I just could not do it. And so like it's really hard. That was a really hard time when he had left me, but I got through that too. Now I graduate in a year. I'll be graduating with a bachelor's at 20. I'm pushing really, really hard, you know? But so that was kind of like a summary of everything that went on. So like if anybody wants to ask questions or anything, like I said, I'm like never done this before, so like just a little bit nervous. Oh gosh. I totally agree. Good job. Thank you, Susan. But I think I saw a comment earlier about like dealing with day-to-day like coping and like how I still deal with it. Thank you, Bill. Hello, my name is Billy. But with day-to-day coping, some days get a lot worse than others. I'm usually like I was on medication for a while. I'm not anymore. What helped you move on? 1 second, Marcy. But like day-to-day coping, I got this tattoo behind my ear and it's like a little quill. I found my saving grace was like writing. So like I write poetry a lot and everything. And that's what helps me vent and it gets it out of my head. Cause like when everything's in my head, it's like a tornado. I explain it as like a tornado on fire. And it's just crazy in my head. But when I'm writing, it lets it out. And so like writing has been a very important thing to me. But what helped me move on from my past relationship was it was a mixture of a whole bunch of things. I had to figure out how to get out into like public again because while I was with my ex, it was literally me and him. Like I cut off a lot of my friends, I cut off a lot of the people that I had talked to. He was like my world and like I thought like I was his and everything. But it's really crazy because when somebody is like your everything and then they leave, you have to figure out how to be dependent on yourself and how to hang out, like find other people to hang out with. So like I pushed myself, got a job, started going to school, and I started finding new people to hang out with, which was really, really nice because like I said, I never really had like close friends. I've taken a lot of time for myself to be able to like find who I am as a person and like figure out what makes me happy and what doesn't make me happy and everything. And then I also I got a little dog, a Chihuahua, and he's like part of the reason why I wake up every day. Like he helps me out so much when I come home and he's jumping around excited that I'm home. Like he is like the best little dog ever. And so like he's part of the reason that like I moved on from my ex and part of the reason like that like pushes me through it and everything. Let's see. Yeah, Daisy, I'm really glad that I found a way to like vent and everything because if I wasn't writing, I think I would like literally be crazy. Like it's insane. And then Susan, dogs are great therapy. Yes, like my dog, if I am upset, he literally knows and he'll just like lay on my chest the whole entire time. Cat Kenzie. Oh, you're telling me dogs are way better than boys. Remember how strong you are. Wait, what's your puppy's name? My puppy's name is McGregor. I named him after the UFC fighter, Conor McGregor. He acts like he's a fighter and he acts like he's big and bad. And so like I just thought that was perfect. Remember how strong you are to be here and admitting this. Angel, it's like a two-way thing because like I feel strong being able to talk about it, but it was such like a weak point in my life. So it's like very weird to talk about it. But like I'm glad that I am talking about it because I feel like venting like does it all. Like venting helps with anything. Oh Lord. Hello.
Are you done?
I don't know. I think so. Wait, you are a strong woman coming from someone who is in an abusive relationship. I hear. Yeah, Marcy, what happened with my ex, it was completely like, it came completely out of the blue. His whole family was very controlling of me too. He was very into his family. and his family, like things would happen and I'd go to his mom and his mom would be like, that's normal, it's completely fine, that's how things work, like it's like nothing to be worried about. He would cheat on me and his mom was like, boys do that, it's a boy thing, it's completely normal. And so I'm sitting over here, I didn't want to talk to my parents about it because I knew they'd be like, break up with him. So I was like, okay, well maybe it is normal, maybe it is fine. And so like it was just like this endless cycle. Hi, London. Thank you, Daisy. Angel, his mom, when we had broken up, like this is gonna sound really childish of me, but I had my engagement ring on, and he was like, I wanted to really talk through everything, and he was like, give me the engagement ring back, and I was like, no, it's mine, all this kind of stuff. He wouldn't get out of my car because we were sitting in his car in his driveway. And I was like, no, it's my ring, all this kind of stuff. And he was like, give me the ring. I was like, no. I was like, get out of my car. He wouldn't get out of my car. So I tried to put the keys in the ignition. He covers up the ignition. He tries to like grab my arm and I'm like, don't touch me, all this kind of stuff. So he calls his mom and his mom comes out and she's like, trying to like not verbally, but physically like touch me, take my hand, all that kind of stuff. He lives like maybe 5 minutes away from my parents. So I just started walking home and she's literally running down the street, yelling at me, calling me names and all this kind of stuff. Like his mom was crazy, you guys. I'm telling you right now. You are a strong woman coming from someone else. You are an amazing woman. Strong.
Okay, I'm coming back.
Ring is payment for the BS. I'm telling you right now, the boy still does not have the ring. It is in the bag in my apartment. Like he's never getting that thing back.
Hi everybody. Hi Marcy. This is my no,
you do. I like this.
Now look, she's gonna make her own channel. I want to tell all you guys thank you for Hi Coffee Chat, listening to her story. And I'm going to go back to the self-harm. There was really no way of me knowing, except I can say she withdrew a lot. You guys know I choke, so I have to eat these candies. She withdrew, going to her room a lot. The clothes, now that I think about it, what she was wearing, just didn't talk to us at all. We would all be upstairs, eating or whatever, and she would go downstairs. And I just thought, she's a teenager. I don't think I would have ever known, I don't know. I don't know how I would have found out if my husband wouldn't have got her phone. So, I mean, you got to check your kids' phones. I know they hate it. Every time I ask them, they just cringe, but I don't think that we would have ever known.
I'll start crying again. Stop it. I already cried. Did you see me cry? Oh Lord. But honestly, I feel like the number one thing is being involved in like your child's life, because like positivity is great and all that kind of stuff, but unless you're talking to your kids about the bad things, about bullying, about like all the negatives and everything, you're never really gonna know. Like I feel like it's very important to like ask those kinds of questions. Like I'm telling you right now, I haven't self-harmed in years. My mom will still check up on me and be like, hey, are you doing okay? Like, hey, has anything rough happened? Like you haven't relapsed, right? Like even years after, like, because self-harm, it is an addiction and it's something that you do have to fight like very often, all the time and everything. And so having that sense of like the support group is really, really important.
Thank you, Daisy. It's sad, but it did bring us closer. I mean, I just wish it didn't take something like that to have gotten, I just like never knew she was into everything. She was into drama and I mean, just out there, always smiling. I don't understand it. But I try. I mean, I try to, I just don't. She's tried to explain to me a million times, why.
But like, I really think it's one of those things where like you don't understand it unless you've done it. Like, you can ask as many questions and know as much about it as like you can. You can read as many articles, as many textbooks, as many whatever. But unless you've gone through it, like, you really do not know what it's like.
Hi, Crazy Nurse Granny.
Oh God, we're just.
I'm
crying
sorry.
over
I just
here.
ruined. Oh my God, what an awful Saturday night
Oh,
for you
Lord.
guys. Coffee chat. Absolutely. That's awesome. Parents really need to stay in tune with their children. I know it can be rough, especially when you've got more than one child, but you've got to try your hardest. Yeah. I mean, I still freak out like with my other ones now. I'm like, okay, what are they doing? What are they doing? But I feel like I might be able to see it more now that I've learned about it,
And it's like, even I'll be like, okay, look, if one of my siblings are acting a little bit weird, like maybe we should keep a like better eye on him or anything. Because like, I'm very close with my siblings, so they'll come to me with anything and then be like, oh, well, let me tell mom or let me tell dad. So then that way they can like keep an eye on them and like make sure that nothing's going on.
Easy. Toy box. Yep. That's right, Daisy. You have to. I mean, as much as they throw a fit, about their phones, the things they put on those phones is just, crazy.
Marianne, I thought I was crazy too, because literally, I felt like no one was going through what I was going through. And then when I started getting into like writing poetry and writing and everything, I started realizing how many other poets and authors and just like people in general have been experienced with depression or have anxiety or whatever. Because I have major depression and minor anxiety, but it's like so many people go through that, and I don't feel like there's enough people talking about it.
But that's the thing, her poetry was so freaking dark, you guys. I mean, like when I look at it now, I just thought she was going through like a gothic phase of wearing black. And I mean, her poetry, I don't understand it half the time. I mean, I try. I'm not really into poetry, but it was so dark, and maybe I should have seen it then.
Is what matters now, and that is great.
And Crazy Nurse Granny, I understand that about the endorphins. It's just, I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it.
None of us know everything. And I always told him my job was to be your mama. And
I hope so. I hope this does help somebody. And I feel it'll be good for her. She doesn't cry very much at all, to get her to cry. But I feel like she wanted to do this. I asked her a million times, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure? And she kept saying, yes, mom, yes. So I mean, I don't feel like I pushed her,
No.
into anything. And
it is good to cry, honestly. Like, just talking about it and crying kind of like put a weight off of my shoulders, because it's like, oh wow, like I said, writing was a way to like take it out of my head. So like talking about it was like that too. And I was really, really nervous at first and everything, but like, y'all are so lovely.
oh, they're
Like,
so nice, aren't they? That's what I'm saying. I told them, I said, I've gotten on here and talked about my son, I've talked about her, and nobody has treated me bad. I mean, I've gotten a couple hate comments, of course, but I've just put a heart next to it and tell them, thank you, for writing me. Hi, Mary. How are you?
I grow up with people not talking about
Crying releases feelings that bad experiences plant inside of us. Yes, it does. I feel like I cry on every single one of these videos, though. I need to
Thank you, Mary.
make y'all tell y'all some jokes or something one day.
Oh Lord, you can't be a comedian.
No, I'm gonna be a comedian because I'm always crying.
Guys. But I cut 3 times. I get it 100%. Yeah, it's like even if it's like a one-time thing, you kind of get it more than somebody who hasn't. Like, and especially when you're going through it for like years on years, it's just like such a spiral. Like, it's really, I feel like you can't compare it to drugs, but it's kind of like that negative down spiral that's like horrible. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like, if we wouldn't have caught it, like eventually does it lead to more, like to suicide, and I felt like, I think you had a note
I had 2 of them.
that it was getting to that point, you know.
But Daisy, the whole talking about it, you know, I feel like all of my siblings know how horrible it is and everything, and like how horrible depression can be, because it runs in our family too and everything. But it's just like, if you don't talk about it with people, if like it's not an issue that's talked about, then no one's ever going to really know about it, and it's only going to get worse. You know what I mean? So it's like, if we talk about it and like we are open about like mental health and open about self-harm and open about all these different things, then it leads to people wanting to get help and wanting to talk about it.
Oh, thank you so much, Marianne.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're like two peas in a pod now. It's weird. It's just so important what you're doing now. Thank you.
I'm really hoping like this has helped some of y'all.
Just anybody.
Even, like,
I mean,
anybody that hears this, I'm like hoping that it can help any of you guys. People need to get open about mental health. Thank you, Enlightened Truth Seeker.
And it's, I feel like, I think like my husband, y'all have seen him on a video, he doesn't suffer from depression at all. My whole side of the family does. And, I feel she got it from me, and that makes me feel guilty, because some of my kids might not get it, but I feel like she did, get some of that. When my son attempted suicide, I didn't sleep well for a year. You can't sleep.
I'm telling you right now, the night that my parents found out I was self-harming, I went to my grandma's house, and my mom, the couch is probably like this big, and me and my mom just like laid there all night and just cried and everything. It's like, she has been like so on it now, like
probably too much.
It's almost too much, but like, like having somebody care, it's important.
Thank you, Sean.
Changing friend groups. Yeah, changing friend groups and finding people to hang out with and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely very, very hard, especially when you feel like you don't fit in already. Oh gosh. Because poor teens, when I ended up going to the hospital.
Yes, yep. And that was a nightmare. I mean, she was just like a zombie. It was terrible. She wouldn't talk. And
I used to go to therapy. I don't anymore. There's like a few websites that I use that is like online, kind of like if you just want to vent. Like, it's definitely not certified therapists or anything, but like if you just want to vent. And so like I kind of go on those every once in a while. And so I'm actually also in school for psychology. So I'm going to be graduating pretty soon with my bachelor's. I need to go get my master's and all that. But I'm going to psychology because I know in my heart that I can help people that like have been through what I have gone through. And I know that that's what I want to do with my life.
Thank you, Mary. Oh, and Marianne, thank you guys. I love her so much. She comes every weekend from college to do her laundry.
Yeah. I was like, Mom, I have 2 loads.
Oh God,
Let's
I was
go.
like, please.
Yeah, I want to work specifically with like adolescents and younger children, but like more specifically like 12 to 18.
And it's funny because it seems like people that go through things like that, like they always want to go into the field of like counseling or, I don't know, like wanting to help people. Like work with teens, exactly, because they feel like, like I think they can reach them better, That's why I'm hoping, I know that this is more like the true crime community, but I'm hoping like maybe some of y'all might have a kid or, a niece, a nephew, grandchild, whatever, just to say, it's going to be okay.
They are really hard to find. When I was trying to find my therapist, like we went through so many because like none of them really clicked. Like, you know, you have to find somebody that like you're okay with opening up to. And so many of them were just like, I don't feel like they could have related to me and like what I was talking about. So like I do feel like it's really hard to find like therapists that like an adolescent can relate to and feel comfortable talking to. I advocate for teens and a better mental health system. Yeah, the tools are-
I told you,
Yeah.
Crazy Nurse Granny, I think we have a lot in common. She makes some really neat videos, which I'm going to give a shout out to you, to Save Robbie, to subscribe to their channels. Anybody else that wants me to give a shout out, I would love to. I think we all need to shout out for the small channels, you know, because all of us have some important stuff to say, and we need to be heard.
Say, Robbie, that's the thing. Like, that's what like my mom was even saying with me. Like, you can look so happy, and it's like, I remember telling my mom, she was like, you know, how did you like do it, like all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I'm good at acting. When you are like depressed and you really do not want people to find out, you're good at hiding it, and you're good at acting and like being the person that everybody else wants you to be. So like, yeah, everyone puts on a face that's happy, but it's like you said, like nobody really knows what's going through your mind or what you're going through as a person.
Did you tell them about the razors?
No, I didn't.
Because like after we had found out that she was doing it, like I use these eyebrow razors. I don't know if anybody knows what they look like, but like I went like into my makeup box and stuff like that, or like my husband's razors, and I like started noticing that these blades were taken off, you know. And like now when I look at it, I'm like, she was, you know, we went into her room when we cleaned it out when she was in the hospital. They were all over the place. I mean, she had them hidden everywhere. But at the time, I didn't think that that's what, you know, I just thought they were broken or whatever. But if you ever see anything weird like that, and you're just, I don't know, it's just little things like, you know, something like if you're shaving your legs and a razor's taken off. I mean, that's where she was getting everything from. And they were like in every part of her room that you can imagine. And, you know, like I said, now that I look at it, it's just like, oh my God, you know, how did I miss this? But I didn't know anything about cutting. I mean, I really didn't.
Mary, I will most definitely put like the websites of the things where I go to vent and everything. Like I said, like not like qualified therapists, but it is nice to talk and everything. And so like it's pretty confidential and everything. So like it's just really nice to talk. So I would like Crazy Nurse Granny. That's what I did a lot of the time too.
Yep.
Amy, it's better to get therapy like late than never. You know, like if you're really going through something, it's better to eventually talk about it than just like keep it in for forever.
Mary, if your son ever needs to talk to her, or, you know, just needs somebody a little bit younger, I don't know if you said how old he was.
No, I don't. How old is he? I don't know. I'm good with talking to anybody.
she'll talk. Therapy, yeah. That, and she was on medication for a while, which she's not on anymore, but I think she's doing really good.
Like I said, I do have my down days still and everything, but like now it's to the point where like if I'm in my little
26.
depression or whatever, I'll just call my mom up, or I'll call like mostly my mom, but I'll just be like, okay, look, this is what I'm going through. Let me cry real quick and like let's talk this out.
She sure did, Mia. You know, I'm going to say this and I'm going to sound like an awful person, but this was one thing like I didn't understand about cutting. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm not sure. I feel like I moved back.
We really are. We weren't close. We weren't super close until after everything happened. And like, that's why I'm like, it's like a silver lining, because like it was a horrible, horrible experience to go through, but it made me closer with my mom, and it made us like inseparable. Like we are best friends now.
Stop it.
Stop.
Stop. She, like anybody that knows anybody that's cut or, you know, has, like after we found out this would happen, and I don't understand this, maybe one of you guys could know. She's tried to explain it to me. I don't get it. You know what I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. She would be in the kitchen, and this was after she got therapy and everything, and like she would like prick her finger on something and she would just like freak out, you know, oh my God, I cut myself. And I'm like thinking, I mean, this was just my thinking. I didn't understand. I'm like, Why does that hurt you to cut your finger, but you can harm yourself? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I don't understand that still.
Angel,
A different type of pain.
Yeah, Angel, I tried
Oh
maybe
my
3 or
gosh.
4 before I actually like got to the one that like I meshed with and that I actually like felt like I could talk to.
Yeah, different type of pain.
Yeah, I
guess.
always try to explain it
I
to
gotta
her
take this off.
when like if you hurt yourself by accident, it's like, "Ooh, wow, that really hurt." Like where did that come from? But like when you're like self-harming and you're in the mindset and you're like, okay, I want this to like, I want to feel something. I want something to like to come out of this. It's completely different because it's like I could sit there and do it so much, like so much, and I still couldn't like feel the pain from it. Like you'd feel it, but like you blocked it out, and it's like, okay, let me try again, and it's just a mindset that you're in. But when you're sitting there cooking, it takes you by surprise and it's like, oh my god, like wow. But like I try to explain it to her, she still doesn't 100% get it. And like I said, that kind of goes with the whole you never 100% understand unless you've done it type thing. It's so different from doing itself. Yeah, because it depends on whether it's on purpose or not. Yes, Earth Angel. Oh god. Stop crying.
I
Gosh.
can't help it, you stupid.
Tell her to stop.
I can't, you guys, I cry all the time. I can't help it. My eyelashes falling off and I keep looking at it. It's making me nervous. What is this? I gotta pull this off, you guys, right? Okay.
You gotta do that on live.
I think I'm, if you guys wouldn't mind, maybe I'll have her write like one of her poems. I mean, they're cut.
She said that eyelash.
Oh God, it's driving me. I can see it right here. Write one of her poems, and maybe you guys can, like I said, her poetry is hard for me to understand because I don't write blind. Okay, buffering. Are you still buffering?
I think it's good now because it like loaded
Okay.
or whatever. Let's see. Crazy Nurse Granny, did the bleeding make you feel like the pain was released? So with my self-harm when I was doing it, it was like 2 very different things. Like one, it helps. I felt like I was releasing something. Like it's really weird. Like you feel like something's building up. So like when I would like cut, it felt like it was coming out, and like I was feeling something for once. And then it was also like, let me try to feel something, because like when I was depressed, it wasn't like I'm sad, I want to cry. It was like literally feeling nothing, like just pure emptiness. It was like it's such a weird feeling to explain, because when you say you feel something, but like it was the lack of feeling. Like I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel happiness. I didn't feel sadness.
We would go off on her when she would get in trouble, and she would literally just sit there like a stone. It was so weird. Like there was no reaction. When I yell at the other kids or we're mad or whatever, they get in trouble, they cry. She would just like sit there, and it was like you couldn't get anything out of her. I mean, she would laugh, when we would go out and everything, but it was mostly like if she got in trouble or something. I mean, just like a rock, nothing.
And so like when I felt like the nothingness, I was like, okay, let me see if I can get any type of feeling. Like if I can't feel emotionally, let me feel physically. You know what I mean?
Hi, Blue Topaz.
Oh, Blue Topaz, I've heard so much about you.
I love Blue Topaz. That's my New Zealand. Worked out
the wrong time. Oh,
that's okay. I mean, I want to thank you for being on here with me.
Stop.
And I want to thank you guys for listening to her story.
Oh Lord.
But I love you so
Lord.
She's wearing all my makeup.
I swear to God, our family's such a mess.
There's so many of us.
So much crying and so much emotion.
But you know what, you guys? She cried tonight. And I had asked her, do you think you'll cry? And she said,
I was like, no, I'm not going to cry.
She said,
I'm
I won't
used
cry.
to this. I lived this. And then y'all had me sobbing. No, thank you. It's an honor to hear your story. Y'all are literally like the sweetest people
Well,
I have ever.
I told her, I
talk
said,
to.
this community's got a lot of drama, but there's some really, really good people in it. And they've been really nice to me.
This whole thing has been a mess. Just an emotional
God, have
mess.
we been a mess up here?
Oh,
Have we
Lord.
been making sense? Thank you, Angel and Susan and Marcy.
So we have their eyeliner
Running.
running. Girl, this is waterproof. I'm all good for now. Oh, Lord. Hi, is that Lil M?
Little M.
Lil
Yeah.
M. Totally agree, Amy. Oh, well.
I'm just kind of reading y'all's comments right now because
I really feel like we've been all over the place. So, like, I really hope we haven't been confusing because I know we've kind of been, like, jumping back and forth a little bit. If any of you need to talk, I'm here.
thank you, Earth Angel. And Daisy and Crazy Nurse Granny and Save Robbie and Mia. I don't know if my sister's still on here. Morgan. She was. She must be staying quiet.
You have too
Susan.
confusing. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Because we kept talking about.
Oh,
No,
Mary,
this is my
this
channel.
Is my channel now.
No.
You never expect to see her again.
No,
I'll be here
okay,
all the
Sean,
time.
I'm sorry. That's Dad right there. This is not Skylar. Look, every one of my kids want to make a video on this channel. That's it. I've got one more that's old enough to do it, which she wants
Dad
to
said
talk.
he can do comedy. My dad's not funny. He's
my
not
dad.
funny.
My oldest wants to talk about sexual harassment and stuff. She's like real good at makeup. She wanted to do that while she just talked about that. I'm not going to let my littler ones on. Hi, Michael. You're
Michael.
totally late. You said you were going to be here for me.
We will wait video too. I'm going to be, I try to come down like every weekend and everything. So just like expect to see me a whole bunch more. Oh, Lord.
Thank you so much, little M. Am I saying it right? I think I am.
Little M.
That's so sweet. See how sweet.
Thank you so much. She could talk and do a get ready with me. See, that's what I told you to let Jasmine do. A get ready with me.
That's what I think she's going to do.
Dad's coming.
Oh, I thought my husband was coming and I was like, no. But I've got to let everybody do their time with me because then one feels left out. And, you know, I hope you guys come back for the other video because I enjoy having my girls on here. I think that it is a bonding experience.
Look, and that's what she wanted to do.
What?
Kat Kinsey, she wanted to do my mom's makeup.
Oh my God, she's good. She's really good at makeup.
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato. I'm not sure. I don't do y'all know who Demi Lovato is?
Your Buckeye hubby can do comedy.
I love being called mom. Every time I say mom, it breaks my heart. Do y'all know who Demi Lovato is? Hell yeah, okay.
Okay, so when I was actually in the mental hospital, when I had gotten out, my family had bought me a whole bunch of presents, and my older sister had bought me the Staying Strong 365 Days a Year book by Demi Lovato. And so like each page is just a different quote, her interpretation of the quote and how it's helped her, and then like a mission for the day. So like try to make people smile or do something that makes you happy, like just very simple things and everything. So Demi Lovato has been like,
show your tattoo.
Which one?
The Warrior.
Oh yeah.
Was it a song from her?
Oh yeah. I actually got this tattoo when I turned 18. It says "Now I'm a Warrior." And it's one of her songs about like self-harm and how like it's made her stronger and everything. So it's like I feel like you have to find role models when you're going through things. So like she was like my number one role model. I've seen any interview that she's ever made. When she made her documentary, I watched it about 500 times in a week. Like she is just like such a strong person. And like right now she is actually, I think she's in rehab again for like the drug use and everything.
I don't mean to laugh, but
Stop.
Let's get a new role model.
Like, no, but like she really like helped me a lot through my self-harm because like she talks about it and she's a very big mental health advocate and everything. And so like I got this tattoo. So then like if I'm ever having a rough time, I can look at it and I'm like, okay, like we can get through this. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. And like it can only get better from here.
And the tattoos just keep coming. And I know I just saw the word Buckeye on there from Susan. No Buckeye comedy. Don't even get him started. I swear to God, my whole family's gonna take over this channel.
Mary, I did want to get. I was thinking about a semicolon and everything because like it tied in with the writing and
What does
everything.
that mean?
It's like
Well, I know what it is, but what does it mean?
It's like symbolizes that like the sentence doesn't stop. The sentence isn't stopping. It's still going on.
That's
so like
brilliant.
yeah,
That is
like
brilliant.
the semicolon shows that the sentence is still going. It's kind of like a comma. So it's like this chapter's ending, but like it'll still
It
keep
keeps
going.
going. Okay.
Yeah.
R. Kelly. Don't even get me started on that
Oh Lord.
piece of shit. Sorry.
Oh
No,
Marcy.
stop. Look, IHO.
Oh God.
Sean, you got fans in here. I'm not even
But,
getting him started.
Marcy,
Sean,
I've
stop that.
literally got like 5 tattoos. I've got one all over my back. I've got a rock and roll symbol on my leg because like I got this all.
She only knows 80s. She listens to 80s because I listen to 80s rock. So we're waiting patiently for the Motley Crue documentary to come out. But that's what she listens to because I raised her right.
Marcy, I'm going to catch up to you real quick. I'm telling you right now, I got 2 in 1 go like just last week. So we're going to have a little competition.
She's wanted to get one of these home kits. Oh no, a home kit.
Oh, the little people,
what is that?
Like, I don't know the home kits, but I know people who do like the stick and pokes, and it's like they basically get a needle, put it on fire, and like put
like a gel tattoo.
No, you put ink on a needle and you stab yourself over and over, and you give yourself like an at-home tattoo.
No, Michael, we're doing okay. Just talking about my daughter, and I'm so proud of her. I'm really proud of her.
I'm scared to get a tattoo. So, honestly, with the tattoos and everything, I already have a high pain tolerance, but like it's the fear before that's even worse than the pain. I think like people hype it up too much. All I listen to is 80s music.
What's a Hawaiian tattoo?
I don't know.
What's a Hawaiian tattoo?
How they do it traditionally. I guess that's like the needle type thing.
Oh, okay. See, we called those like gel tattoos.
No, people call them stick and pokes in like Greensboro.
Oh. Well, now
all I listen to is 80s music. Oh, all I listen to. Oh, I love 80s rock and roll. And like
she went to see Guns N' Roses.
I'm the only one that turned out right when it comes to music taste. I'm telling
Sorry, I'm old, you guys. Bear with me.
Is anyone else excited for the Dirt movie to come out next month?
Does anyone like Motley Crue, or is it just me? Greensboro. You grew up in Fayetteville? Okay, yeah, we are in Sanford. That's between like Raleigh and Fayetteville.
Thank you, Flora. Me. Oh, everyone's excited. Cool. Look, I love Motley Crue. Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Oh, Nikki Sixx is my husband.
Oh, Ben Snell. We do fight about that, but we get along very, very good. It is a small world.
Yeah.
Fayetteville is. I try. No offense. I try not to go over there that much. It's. I don't know. I like. It's kind of crappy, to be honest. I mean, am I like being rude by saying that? I mean, I go on post over there, but that's about it.
No. Hey, that's my hometown, and
it's yeah. It's just. I don't know. The mall's okay, but
the mall's pretty okay.
Yeah, it's just like that one street for soldiers.
We got to look up the Hawaiian tattoos later.
Look, Marcy, you're going to have her going to get another one, please. Oh my God, no.
It's an addiction, I swear. The tattoos are an addiction.
Yeah, please.
I was born and raised there. I now live in Omaha.
Omaha.
Where is that?
Where's Omaha?
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
I think.
Nebraska? Cold?
I'm
gonna.
They are.
I'm gonna have
Marcy, I'm 19. I can get another one.
See, she thinks she's the shit now. Kurt Cobain is her husband. My daughter says Kurt Cobain is her husband. She didn't even grow up in the 90s. I'm telling you, the 80s, 90s, 70s.
Like, if only I was born a little bit earlier, me and Nikki Sixx could have been together.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you, Angel.
Jen, hi. I hope for any of y'all that come in late, I hope you guys do go back and, watch this. It was important. It was, I mean, do you feel different?
I feel like I just had a venting session with my friends, and that was like really weird because like I thought it was going to be weird talking to strangers about it, but like I don't know, it's really different. I really like it.
No, and I mean, I recognize everybody in here, and just from other chat rooms. And that's how I felt when I did my venting session that day. I just felt like I could breathe after that.
Marianne, no woman's older than 21. So
Where'd you get that one?
I don't know. One of my tables, I work at Outback, and one of my tables said like no woman is older than 21. So I hated that I missed the start. Well, I think she's gonna be saving it to her channel or something. So
yeah, of course I'll keep it up. And I mean, I appreciate y'all being in here on a Saturday night, because I mean, I know that's family time. And yeah, so
I just jumped on so late.
oh,
Love
Flora.
Love Rock and Heavy. Norway is a lot into that music.
Jinjin. I love the Logic 21.
Earth Angel Tarot. I was born February 1st, so I'm an Aquarius. Sorry, I was
I've
late,
been 36 for the last 3 years. Wait till you hit 40.
I love that Logic. 21 was a good age. I would say 18, but 21, you're legal to drink, so like that's always better. Susan H. She's got nowhere to be.
I'm the bull. Hi, DJ
Hi,
the DJ. How you doing? We're just reading the comments now.
Oh Lord.
It's very fun, isn't it?
I know. I'm so glad
you guys. I was on PewDiePie the other day, and he had like, oh my gosh.
PewDiePie. He had 175,000 people on his live. Like,
oh, you guys should have seen it. Just like
the little comments were like so fast. 2 little cutie pies. Wait till you hit 50.
Yeah, DJ. We're gonna. Is it called Upload This?
Yes.
And I'm not gonna take it down.
I am a Leo.
Crazy Nurse Granny, I'm gonna win that competition that you're having. I'm on it. I'm gonna watch every single video you make. And I'm writing down names too.
What's the hype about PewDiePie? I've heard his. Okay, so PewDiePie is like the most subscribed to channel, and there is currently another channel called T Series, and like they're about to like overthrow him being like the most subscribed to channel. Like I think the gap they're like 8,000 lower. So like for the past few months, he's been trying to like win the war and
How
like
much
have the most
subscribers does he have?
He's got, hold up.
So like, oh God, he used to be a gamer, and now he does like reaction videos from like Dr. Phil and stuff.
He's got like, hold up.
They did pass him, Sue? No.
They did not.
No.
Okay, so he's got 86 million subscribers.
86 million.
Or almost 87 million.
She's saying they, oh my God.
Hold up.
Now don't give me
I swear,
now you're going to have her on your phone.
And I didn't know.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry. Marcy is help me. John Crime's doing a live or anything tonight? She wants the link to it.
The link for what? Marianne, what did you need the link for?
I think for the sites that you.
Oh, okay.
I can put those up there.
Yeah, I can help you put those in.
Thank you, Mary. I have 40 subscribers. I know. I was hoping he was going to do one last night, and then when he canceled it, I was like, because I try to like not do a live when anybody else is on,
PewDiePie. Oh, she wants the link for PewDiePie. Oh Lord, no, PewDiePie's winning right now. Everybody.
You spell it. It's PEW DIE Yeah, he does a lot of stuff with Dr. Phil now. There it goes, DJ the DJ. Yeah. I have a lot of kids, so I know all this stuff. I'll ask my sister. She's like, "What are you talking about?" She didn't have kids, this age yet.
He said it yesterday in his video. He said, I think in his video yesterday that they were about to pass him. Hold up. Yeah, because he pulled out the book club or something like that. But right now he might have. Oh no, sue me. Hold up. I only know some things. Maybe they passed him, but he's back in the winning. They did pass.
Okay. I mean, Sue, maybe we're wrong. You have an 11-year-old. Okay, wait, don't tell me what grade that is. Hold on. Fifth grade?
No, London's and what's London?
What grade is 11-year-old?
Who was close to him? What channel? Is John Crimes on tonight?
I don't know. I was asking Marcy. She doesn't know because she's a mod for him. I wish he was. I like his lives. Who was close to him? What channel? It's sixth grade. Okay.
Okay.
I was close. Oh my God. Who's close
What?
to PewDiePie?
Like Jacksepticeye, Mark.
No, the one you were saying earlier.
Oh, T-Series.
T-Series. Is it India, from India?
Yeah, they're from
It's like a
India.
channel from India.
Me too. I swear to God. Because look. It says Pew's is 86942, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Now
86942.
we're live.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing your
And then they're
statistics.
8682. Are they in arrays, my grand?
Well, it's just, like to see who can stay on top because they've been on YouTube so long.
Because PewDiePie's been on YouTube since like the beginning. So like even like I remember watching him when I was like younger.
Blippi. Blippi, he's a little character, like for Quincy's age.
Oh.
Ryan's
Oh, I
Toys.
love John Crimes too. We watched it was a Caitlyn one, right?
The Caitlyn
one together. Oh God, me, her, and my younger sister were all in tears watching the Caitlyn video.
She hasn't watched the second one yet, and that's a crazy case too.
I do too.
So what is everybody doing tonight? I mean, are you guys just gonna stay on the chats, or can you imagine having that many?
That's how
No.
many PewDiePie.
Can you, DJ the DJ? Look, I don't even have, but like, what I don't know, not very many, and I've got a little bit of hate here and there. I mean, I can't imagine what that man goes through.
Mary, I think we all did, honestly. Like watching that, it was like so heartbreaking. That was kind of neat because of.
He's kind of like a little.
Is he a little? Is it
well,
a
it's for a little kid.
cartoon?
No, it's not a cartoon. He's like a person.
Oh, I'm baking cookies.
On YouTube, and then see if anyone comes in. Same here, Marcy. We're probably getting ready to go. My mom just came in. Actually, she wants to do a video too. So I'll probably have every family member on here. And I'm trying to do a true crime one, but I'm scared. I'm really scared.
She's trying to make me do all the research for him, and then she's
smart.
It's midday Sunday here in Australia. Oh, they're from Australia. I just watched a whole show about people from Australia.
Australia's got some good crime shows.
Here soon.
I saw how it cried. Me too, DJ. The DJ, it was awful. Oh God, I cried. Oh,
especially when the end hit and he like visited like oh my gosh, that was horrible. A good team,
yes.
The two of you.
Don't be scared. We will be here for you.
Thank you, Mary.
Like I told you on my last one, it won't be any like professional crime thing. I'm just going to tell y'all a story and just go with it as much as I can. The Fifth Estate. I love that show.
Oh, John's documentaries are great.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch his newer one.
Yeah, it's a really messed up case. What's that?
Oh, one of Mia's things. I don't want to hit that because that'll make it go to it. But then before it was filtered.
I think something always pops up on here, you guys, and I don't know what it is. But hey, if you guys haven't watched The Fifth Estate, for any of you true crimers, watch it. It's really good. I was going to try to make a list of some good documentaries that I've watched and some really good podcasts, because I listen to a lot of podcasts. Yeah, Marcy, that's all I watch is that kind of stuff. So, I mean, hopefully maybe I have some that you guys haven't seen. I will be to your channel, DJ, and I will check it out. And me and my daughter, we're going to go see my mother. She just got here, and I want to see her a little bit. Where can I see The Fifth Estate? You can, I watch it on YouTube. Just type in The Fifth Estate.
What's the fifth estate?
It's like a forensic files, but for, is it England, Britain?
Don't forget to upload this.
I will. And you know what? To all my mods, thank you guys very, very much for all you guys that have sat in here and just talked to us. I appreciate it. I think you've done a lot for her, a lot for me. And I appreciate everything that you guys did and coming in, like I said, on a Saturday. And I will be, that last live that I did, it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I had lost my voice. It was embarrassing. And then I got kind of sick, but it's getting better. So I will work on that. And oh my God, go Bucks.
Mary Ann,
I keep
those
seeing
cookies
the
better
Go
be
Bucks.
good. Go Bucks.
No, look, no Bucks.
Cookies
Oh my,
sound really good right now.
you know what, Susan, I'm going to get my next video. I'm going to do it in my husband's bar. The whole thing is Ohio red. And what is the color?
Red and gray.
But it's not red.
Scarlet
gray.
and
No, you better
silver.
say
Scarlet and
no,
gray.
scarlet gray.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
But I don't like any sports. So, well, maybe UFC, but that's about it. But you guys, thank you so much. And I want to thank her.
Thank you.
What'd you say, Sean?
He just put OSU.
Oh God, he's doing it again.
Thanks for telling your story.
And y'all tell me.
Yeah, I hope to be back on her channel if she lets me.
I'm sure she does. Thank you guys, all of you. I appreciate it. All my mods, thank you. And I'll probably, oh, dear Zachary, don't even get me started.
I will not watch that.
She will not watch
I will
that.
not watch it.
She needs to watch it. That thing, if anyone has not seen Dear Zachary, watch it. You will, oh my God. That thing was the worst thing.
Mary said, let me come back. I'll be back.
I'm sure she will with her laundry.
I'm just going to crawl into the little videos. Hey guys.
I know. And my poor other ones, they want to get on so bad, but I don't know because they're like, they're not that old. So I don't know.
Thank you, Kat Kinsey.
But again, thank you for listening to the story. Love you guys. And I will see you, and go watch Dear Zachary in the Fifth Estate. And I will see y'all in another chat room later. See y'all later. Bye. Bye.
Okay.